Okay guys, so here's the thing. We have a friend visiting and we almost got the house completed last night, but we didn't quite get the floors in. So we are gonna try and get the floors done in one night. It's 6 o'clock. We might be able to do it, we'll see. But check us out. So this has been the scene lately. Frozen solid on top. All right, so here we go, day 2 of floors. I'm gonna try and finish the last little section by the girls' bathroom and the loft, and then we can almost have this house completely done. All right, so we got done with this lower section of flooring. Now it's time to head up into the loft. What are we doing up here?
Painting.
No, what are you doing up here?
Cutting flooring.
You, me, and Malia, huh? All right, team floor.
No!
This is what happened to my help. All right, we did it. 3 boxes to spare, and the loft is done. Alright guys, so today, it's actually Wednesday. I planned this to be Fermentation Friday, but I ran out of time on Friday. I just did some kombucha and John. But today I'm going to make some kimchi from the cabbages we had, and I'm going to make some ginger kraut from some red cabbage we got from the store. Next year, hopefully we can grow the red cabbage, but we really like this condiment in our family, so I'm just going to make it with some store-bought organic. So I got Brianna over here next to me as well, making ricotta. And you guys can see our makeshift kitchen, like the box for the oven's there right now, and the fridge, but we're just kind of making stuff on this little prep table. So you can see I'm kind of getting set up. I got the cabbage, I got some clean mason jars, a bunch of the spices.
This is where our kitchen will be.
Yes, so this is like, we're just kind of like, we're trying out the space, right?
It's a little rough.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, I told you there was a lot of cabbage.
How much kimchi should I make?
As much as you can handle.
8 pounds, do you think is enough? It's probably enough.
I finally figured out a way to make a ricotta that I actually like and that the family likes. I don't know why. I think I was overcomplicating the situation, but for whatever reason, simplifying, all they do is bring it up to 200, add some citric acid, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then strain it. And I think I was just trying to follow a recipe that was super complicated. So this is helpful to not complicate things.
I'm cooking. Pigs are gonna be good.
Gosh, more and more reasons to have more pigs.
Right?
I just feel like we need more pigs. Complicated because I used to really worry about like my acid and lemon juice or vinegar, and then I decided just to use citric acid, and it's really easy. And all it does is it gets it to separate. And I use about a teaspoon to a gallon, and it works great, and it doesn't have any flavor, so that's nice. Makes me want to make more cheese when it's easy. That's a lot of cabbage.
I know. It's about 8 pounds. So the recipe I'm using is about a quarter cup of salt for 2 pounds. So it seems like a lot of salt, but ferment this, dude.
I wonder what that'll shrink down to.
I'm hoping 2 half-gallon mason jars. So after that 10-minute massaging session, actually it was more like 3, but I filled it up, covered with water. I'm gonna weigh this down with, you can use a plate, I'm just gonna use this lid. It's gonna sit under the water for about 45 minutes, an hour, and then we're gonna go from there. So now I'm gonna make a paste that goes with the kimchi. And this is my first time making this recipe, so we'll see how it turns out. But it's basically a paste of chili flake, ginger, garlic, scallion, sugar, and a little bit of water. So that's going to be the next step after the cabbage comes out.
Now this is a new method.
Remember that our counter heights in our kitchen need to be taller than this table.
We had it up on blocks when we did the chickens.
That was smart. But right now, it's okay. This is good for my core workout.
My cheesecloth is just big enough. This is almost strained. I'm gonna strain it. I like it kind of medium. This is still pretty wet.
So you can pick how dry you want it?
Yeah, so if you like your ricotta to be a little more wet, you could leave it a little more wet. Or like, I might make lasagna out of this, and I'd want it a little more dry. This morning we used it, we sweetened it with a little bit of sugar and lemon zest and lemon juice. And we used it in our crepes, and it was awesome.
That was a big thumbs up. It's gonna get black. doing like a 3 times recipe of the ginger kraut. And so like if you're doing 1, that's about, I think, the right amount. About a 1/4 cup-ish. Ginger.
Hey, it's GGS.
GGS.
Duh, it's kimchi. Of course it's gonna be GGS.
Right?
If you aren't aware, GGS is ginger garlic scallions. It's the classic Asian mirepoix. Right? Do they call it mirepoix? Not really. French call it mirepoix.
In Asia, they just call it the trio.
Trio.
So also here, might as well show you what else is going. So now I'm going to make the paste for the kimchi. I'm going to put just 4 of these tablespoons of crushed red pepper in here.
4 tablespoons?
Well,
Woo!
that's going to be the mildest they say to make it. And I'm going to see how that turns out for our liking.
A lot of crushed red pepper.
Remember how much cabbage there was? Oh. All right.
Your back getting tired?
A little bit. So we're also making ginger kraut, which is one of our favorite condiments that we make here. So all that extra ginger I put in with this red cabbage. There's another video that I made with the whole recipe. So I'm just doing it at the same time because when you're fermenting, why not ferment other stuff?
And we're almost out of ginger kraut.
We are almost out of ginger kraut. And sometimes I let it go too long. Like I should have probably made this a week ago.
Yeah, because we can't run out of ginger kraut.
What happens if we run out of ginger kraut?
Malia's gonna be mad at you.
Ooh, I can't have one of the females in my life be mad at me. Final step of the kimchi. We're gonna add scallions. That was one whole bunch. A whole bunch of radishes. And the paste.
That looks good.
Okay. Mix and mix. Smells good.
I don't know, I might like kimchi.
All that stuff that went in there looked good, right? Smells good. We'll see if it needs the fish sauce. All right, guys, so it's been a week and now we finally get to taste the kimchi. It's been sitting out at room temp for a week. The recipe said 1 to 5 days, but I didn't think that was quite long enough. I've been tasting it a little bit. This is a cool spring, holds it beneath the water. So let's give this a taste. I always use a clean fork. I'm just gonna take up, that's that piece. Give it a little shot. A good amount of heat. Good ferment, that's good stuff. That recipe's a keeper. We will do that. So now, what we can do with this kimchi is it can go in the fridge and it'll be ready to eat and put on top of whatever we want. But you can see it's still bubbling. It's kind of cool. And that spring holds the stuff below. We're gonna taste the kraut just for fun. I don't think it's ready. You can kind of tell by the color. It usually turns a little bit more pinky when it's done. But we're gonna give it a shot anyway, just for fun. Just to see where it's at. Yeah, it can go a little bit longer, so it's not quite sour enough. But it's still good. So I'm gonna put this back in. That'll go for about another week until we put it in the fridge. But overall, big thumbs up on the kimchi recipe.